Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have created a tag, I guess, called the All You Need to Know About My Book tag. I'm creating it because I want to talk more about my book that's coming out this fall, because even though I've talked about it a lot on my channel, I haven't actually talked too much about what this book is about. So I'm going to do it through this tag. Before I get into the tag, I just want to let you know if by the end of this video this book sounds interesting to you and you might want to try and get your hands on an early reader copy, sign up for my newsletter. It'll be linked below, and this Thursday I will let you know how you might be able to win a copy. Now I'm just going to get right into the tag. So question number 1, what is the book called? The book's called A Choice for Essence. I feel like I've said that a million times on this channel. Question number 2, is this a standalone or a book in a series? Choice for Essence is book 1 of 5 in the Essence Chronicles. Question number 3 has about 3 different questions. It's what is the genre, are there any subgenres, and who is the target audience? Choice for Essence is a fantasy. It does kind of verge on the dark side of things. There's also some romance and adventure. It is set in a secondary world, and it is for new adults, so age range from 17 to about 25. Question number 4, what is the book about? I'm going to read my blurb that I have on my website because I'm just gonna do that, so that's why I'm looking at it. So, the land above is not as beautiful as it appears. Sheltered within the palace nursery for the first 17 years of her existence, Essie knows nothing of the darkness lurking behind the bright exterior. During a night of playful rule-breaking and exploration, she stumbles upon the truth when a brutal murder unfolds right before her eyes. Horrified to learn innocent souls are being preyed upon, the young godling seeks to help and protect those in danger. That means defying the gods and goddesses, a venture that could ruin her reputation in the godly court, damage her relationships, and even cost her her life. Essie has a choice. What does she choose to lose? And that is my blurb. So that is what A Choice for Essence is about, if you didn't already go to my website and read the blurb. It's been there for about 2 months now. Question number 5, who is your protagonist, and tell a little bit about them. So my protagonist is Essie. She is a godling, which is, for those of you who don't know what a godling is, in my story, they are children of gods and goddesses. Essie is the child of Ignacio, the god of fire, and Tivana, the god of nature. So she's got some fire mixed with nature in her. She has leafy hair. She has some cool powers that I'm not gonna spoil because you'll just have to read the story. But yeah, that is Essie, and I love her. She's one of my favorite characters I've ever written for. Question number 6, where does the story take place? What does it look like? And is there anything special about it? Well, the majority of the story takes place in the land above, which is home to 12 gods and goddesses who rule over 5 lands below. And spirits are sent down to the lands below to be humans, and then when they die they come back to the land below and they go back down again, and it's a cycle. So the gods and goddesses live in the land above. It's on like a cloud. There's a palace that they all live in. There's gardens, beautiful gardens, and then to the side, blocked by a wall, that's where it's called the spirit villages, and that's where spirits live while they're waiting to go back down to the lands below and live yet another life. Question number 7, are there any other notable characters to mention? Who are they to your main character, and who is your favorite? So yes, there are many characters in my story who are important. Other godlings, there's Piero, the son of love and war. There's Leela and Elle, who are sisters, and they're daughters of Sky and Night and Sky. They're Essie's friends. Then there's a bunch of spirit characters that Essie befriends. There's Darius and Wilf and Kaon and Selena, and those are probably the main characters. And my favorite one is Leela. I loved her in all the drafts I've ever written of this story. Leela has always been one of my favorites, so yeah, she's my favorite. I hope she becomes other people's favorites too. Number 8, name 3 things that are featured in your story. So for me, I like to brag that it has a lot of female friendships. I believe I can never get enough of the positive female friendships in stories. Number 2, there's a lot of animals, including creatures called Rexes, which are basically T-Rexes, because I wanted to have dinosaurs rather than like dragons in my story. So there's some prehistoric animals in this story. And then the other one is there's a bunch of petty god and goddess drama going on in this story, and it kind of based loosely off of Greek mythology and whatnot, so that was really fun to play with that. So yes, in my story you'll find female friendships, lots of animals, and petty gods and goddesses. Number 9, what was the biggest challenge in writing your manuscript? So for me, I've been working on this story in this world for about 4 years now, and I wrote one draft, and then I ended it, and then I decided to start the second draft in a different place than I had started the first draft, and then the next 3 drafts were from this different place. I wrote about 3 of those and sent finally the 5th one to my editor, and in my developmental edits she suggested actually splitting the book into 2 because I had issues with flow. I kept like telling all this backstory and interrupting the action to tell the backstory because it was important, and then she was like, basically it was like I should write the backstory as it like happens and then write the next book. So book 2 is actually going to be, it's changed a lot too, but I was working for the last 3 years on like the book 2, and then so this fall I started working on the book 1. I had a lot of fun with it, but it was also very crushing to have to be told to I had to write basically a whole book from October to March 1st, and it was very hard. I didn't think I was going to do it. I have a whole video on it, I think, somewhere on my channel. I'll link it below. But yeah, that was definitely the hardest part, was coming to terms with having to split my book in 2 and actually writing a book in like 6 months. But I'm happy I did it. I love the story now more than ever, and so it turned out to be a good thing. And number 10, what is the thing you love most about your story? Mine is my characters. I can't wait to share them with everyone, and I hope you all love them as much as I do. So that is I only have 10 questions in this tag. It should be all you need to know about Essence without spoiling it. If you want to do this tag for your own story, feel free to do so. I will post the questions below and you can do it if you want. You don't have to. I'm not tagging anyone in this. I just wanted to have an excuse to talk about Essence. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if this story sounds interesting to you and you want to try and get your hands on an advanced reader copy, sign up for my newsletter, and on Thursday I'll be sending out my July newsletter, and it will tell you how you might be able to win one. Also, in my next video, I believe I will be revealing my cover for Choice for Essence, which I'm really excited about. I just have a few things to do this week in order to be able to do that, but hopefully I can get it done. But I'm going to end this video here. I feel like I'm rushing along, but it's already 11 minutes long. If you like this video, please give it a like, and you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to connect with me, I am on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until next time, thanks for watching.